Hi. Recently, I went back to Hong Kong, which is my hometown, for the first time in 4 years. It was my first trip abroad in 4 years. And I witnessed an incident when I was waiting in line in the bathroom. And I heard a woman said to a young girl who looked like she's around 12 to 14, she said, "I want to vomit blood when I see you." I had no idea what this girl said or did or have done or might not have done to provoke such a comment. Then I was watching. The girl looked obviously upset and she didn't say a word. She was wearing a pair of gold-rimmed glasses too. She was struggling to tear off a piece of paper towel from the dispenser. And then the woman later said, "You are such a fool," in Chinese. Now, I can only assume that they were mother and daughter, although a part of me hoped that they were not related. In hindsight, it didn't really matter. All children deserve respect too. Now, the phrase vomiting blood may be unfamiliar in many cultures. It is a common phrase, a common expression of extreme aggravation, irritation, frustration, anger, exasperation toward a task or someone. Oftentimes, we don't use that on a person so much, let alone using that on a child. So I was quite shocked. I was pretty much frozen in shock. It also brought back many memories of comments that I heard when I was growing up in Hong Kong. And the comments were intentionally or unintentionally used to shame, used to belittle and undermine children. Now, this behavior doesn't just occur in the culture I was raised in. It exists everywhere in different shapes and forms. Have you ever noticed those inner dialogues we have within ourselves? Many things in life influence those inner chatters and voices inside us. Imagine how this woman's comments would affect this girl's thoughts. She might say to herself that, "Oh, I am a fool. I am a problem. I am unlovable. I am worthless. I am a nuisance." Imagine what it would be like growing up in those voices in her head, and voices that could persist throughout her adulthood. Now, have you noticed these voices in your head before? And how that might have been still be impacting your life today? Now, what I'm trying to say isn't intended to shame parents who have used unkind words with their children. I've done it. Many of us have. But rather, I'm doing this to raise awareness how our words can impact children who are normally rely on their parents for love, for guidance, safety, and acceptance. When triggers arise, it becomes a parent's responsibility to work on whatever is creating a distance or argument between the parents and the children, so they don't pass on their emotional baggage to the next generation. If you have noticed these kind of words coming out from you, I would truly suggest you to look into yourself and heal your soul and your pain and find some help. Now, it's not always clear why we do what we do and what impact we have on others. With some self-awareness, though, you can start making positive impact right now. Remember, it's not about being the perfect parent. Instead, it's about recognizing what you're doing, what you're saying, And the key is to continue to improve. I always say that every moment is a new beginning. Now, here are the 4 A's for you to think about. Awareness, meaning self-awareness. You have to be aware first. And acknowledgement, acknowledge and recognize, oh yeah, what I'm doing, it could be hurting other people. And then at some point you have to accept, I've done it, or forgive yourself for doing it. And then you want to take action, because without action, nothing else happens. You're not going to make any impact. So even though you've done something that you might have regretted, it's never too late to repair it and to make amends. If you need your guidance, feel free to contact me for a conversation. I would just love to help you to become the best version of yourself. That's what I'm here for, is to help you and to help your child or children to thrive. Now imagine what the inner dialogues this girl could say to herself after all the repair you've done and after you make amends with your child. She would be saying to herself, I am loved, I am accepted, I am respected, I am seen, I am heard. Wouldn't you want that for yourself too? I do.